There's a version of your wedding already playing in your head. You got your people around you all day long. You're mingling with them. You get to chill and hang out with your family. You actually get to enjoy your cocktail hour. You dance your asses off when the DJ drops a fat beat, and you all do it uninterrupted. You get to actually enjoy your day. It's like any other day. It's just dialed up to 11. And then there's this other version. Nobody wants this version, where you're being managed all day, where you're being told where to sit, where to stand, how to laugh, how to act, and how to perform in front of the camera, because you should be able to enjoy your day, not feel like you're being posed through it. Hey there, I'm TJ, and I'm with Ladman Studios here in Connecticut, and I shoot weddings all over New England. But I don't shoot the posed and pretty versions that you see on Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook. I shoot the real ones, the ones with actual moments with people actually enjoying their wedding day. And this is my take on what documentary wedding photography actually is, what it isn't, and why real is always going to beat perfect. And definitely make sure you stick around to the end of the video, because this video is going to tell you exactly if this kind of wedding experience is right for you or not. Now, here's the thing. If you go anywhere on the internet and you type in documentary wedding photographer, you're going to find about 8,000 photographers that think they're documentary wedding photographers. Now, you might have done an easy Google search or even looked on Instagram or TikTok or wherever it is that you're searching these days, and you type in the word, candid or documentary wedding photography. And what the internet's going to tell you is it's a bunch of pretty pictures in the middle of a random ass field during sunset. Now, if you look anywhere online, anywhere on social media, you're going to see a lot of people throw around the word documentary and candid and that kind of language. And I hate to tell you, but most of it is wrong. Because what the internet has kind of trended towards to tell people what documentary and what candid actually means is sit here, stand here, look pretty, look over there, and laugh, fake laugh. Because what they have deemed to be candid or documentary is really very posed when you look at it. A true documentary approach to the day is pretty hands-off, except for doing portraits and things like that. But the moments are uninterrupted. They're not staged. They're not curated. It's an actual documentary approach to how the day unfolded. So what the internet has gone ahead and done is said, oh, look at this. This is a candid photo, and it's a couple in the middle of a random-ass field, at sunset, fake laughing, or having a moment that was curated or forced upon them. That's not actual documentary approach. That's actually not even really candid because you were told what to do. So like I was saying, real documentary approach on a wedding day is not staging anything, not interrupting moments as they happen, and sure as hell not pulling you away every 20 minutes just to get a Instagram-worthy photo. I'm watching for reactions. I'm listening in the room to see what is happening. Believe it or not, a lot of photography actually comes from listening first and seeing second. At least it does in my opinion. And chasing the moments as they happen. Moments like your dad's handshaking before he gives you a hug. Your friend in tears literally across the room before you've even said your vows. And definitely that 10 seconds in between where your ceremony ends and your first guest, family member, whoever it is, walks up to you to congratulate you. Those little moments throughout the day add up and are the ones that are often the most important. Because like I said, real is always going to be better than perfect. But it's also not just luck. I'm not just standing around hoping that things are going to happen and hoping that a moment is going to happen. It's about seeing the moment before it happens, listening for it to happen, looking at it 2 tables over for the laughter that's coming from across the room and knowing that something's going on over there that's worth taking a photo of. All the little moments that happen throughout the wedding day is really what makes it special and unique, especially to every single couple, which is why every wedding will never be the same. It might look the same on paper, but it's definitely never going to be the same as someone else's wedding. You've got kids getting the things that they shouldn't be getting into. You've got best friends falling out of chairs backwards as they're at the dinner table because they're laughing so hard. And you don't get to enjoy all those little moments if you're constantly being pulled away from them. You should be able to experience your wedding day, not just say you had one. Which is why with me, I offer true full-day wedding coverage. That way I'm there with you the very beginning to the very end, and you don't have to worry about somebody having to leave halfway through your ceremony or halfway through your reception at night because you only got them for 6 hours or 8 hours. I'm there for the full day so you can have a full day experience. Because you can't get all those little moments we were talking about when you only have your wedding photographer there for a select amount of the time. Because with my true full-day wedding photography, you don't just get to choose the moments you think are more important than others. You get every single moment, not just the ones that make it to the timeline. Because what happens when you restrict your wedding photography coverage to a timeline is you miss out on the majority of your wedding. You're now trying to cram everything you want to do into this one day that took a lot of time to plan into a select set of hours that is damn near impossible to meet. And when you have a day like that, what you're basically doing is having your wedding photographer show up with a predetermined shot list, and they're just there to collect photos. not craft them. It's supposed to be a day that you get to experience. It's supposed to be a day that you get to actually live and remember, not just say that you had one. Because what's going to happen with that shot list is you're going to get a gallery of probably decently looking photos, but every single one of them is going to look like everybody else's wedding photos. Every single one of them is going to look lifeless, and every single one of them is going to look like two people posing through their wedding and not experiencing it. And I don't know about you, but I definitely would rather have you experience the biggest day of your lives other than feeling like you're being posed through it. Now, if you're watching this video, I almost guarantee you that you're probably the type of person that values experiences over things. You probably like slow mornings, good coffee, and walking through the town instead of just driving through it. So if any of that actually sounds like you, I'm probably the wedding photographer for you. Now, I already know what your next question is probably going to be. If documentary wedding photography works the way I just said it does, what does that actually look like when you get married in Connecticut? With your venues and your timelines, and where do you find time to do portraits? The good news is I have an entire second video that goes through all of that, and I'll link that in description below. It goes over more into timelines, it goes into what I call portrait breakout sessions, and gives you an overall gist of what an entire documentary wedding photography experience looks like here in Connecticut. Now, I've got a real question for you, and I want you to drop them in the comments because, believe it or not, I do actually read every single one of them. But right now, as you're going through your wedding planning experience, what is the one thing right now that you already feel like you're being managed with? Is it timeline? Is it guest lists? Is it family shot list? What is it? I'm curious to know. So drop that comment below and I'll read it and respond to you. And with that said, I'll see you on the next one.